Islam, I'm Brother L. Selby Bay, Assistant Grand Sheik, Houston, Texas, and you're watching More TV.
About the works of Temple 35 and some of the aspirations that you guys plan to bring to Houston, Texas.
Islam. We're looking to bring programs such as rebuilding the family structure. You know, within our community, there's a huge disparity in the family unit. We want to bring back programs that attacks that disparity, you know, such as family counseling. You know, we want to reach out to those less fortunate, do our charitable deeds, feeding the homeless, clothing the homeless, and once again, helping develop sound economic plans, teaching our people business sense, teaching them how to develop businesses, how to develop business plans, how to properly fill out a resume, just simple things that will lead to larger things. Because the prophet teaches us, he said, the problems in life are largely economic. He said, but in a profound sense, they're spiritual and economic.
Okay, that's powerful, powerful. Okay, now one of the things that we struggle with is the terminology that we hear when you refer to other Moorish Americans as Moors. What is the difference between a Moorish American or an African American or a black American, black as it's taught today to the people?
Islam. A Moorish American is one who has come into the knowledge of who he is. He's gone into a lawfully chartered temple and proclaimed his nationality, therefore reclaiming his vast estate. Now, when we talk about the labels of black, Negro, colored, and today African American, they're simply that, labels. These are not true definers for us. These are misnomers. These names were given to slaves by slave holders in 1779 and lasted until 1865 during the time of slavery. Black, according to science, means death. We say colored is anything that's been painted, stained, varnished, or dyed. And of course, African American today, in this day and time, is interchangeable with the terms black, Negro, or colored. They're all synonymous, and they mean one specific thing. They denote one thing. One without a nationality, therefore not having any status or social standing.
Okay, and what is nationality? You've touched on that throughout your discourse here today. Can you touch on what is nationality?
Nationality, the root word of nationality is nation. So in turn, when the individual asks your nationality, they are therefore asking, what nation is it that you hail from? This is how the nations of the earth recognize you. This is kind of a national identifier, or rather a global identifier. For example, when you think of the Irish, you automatically think of the land of Ireland. When you think of Mexicans, you think of the land of Mexico. When you think of the Britons, or excuse me, when you think of Great Britain, you think of the Brits, and so on, and so on, and so on. Now, however, when you think about those labels, marks, or terms of Negro, black, or colored, they're not attached to any specific land. And you may say, well, African American, how about African American?
Right.
Well, we know that Africa is a continent.
Yes.
It's not a nation, it's a continent that houses 53 nations. So when you ask what's your nationality, we're saying what nation are you linking yourself to? So if you say African American, which one of these 53 nations are you linking yourself to? Shalom?
All right. Now, we appreciate you coming to build with us on the network. Our final question is, how important is nationality for the people today who subscribe to being Negro, blacks, coloreds, or African American, and how is it important to proclaim your nationality, as you say, as Moors?
Islam. First off, we know that nationality is that link. It's that cord that binds you to your heritage, to your culture. Now, without a true nationality, you have no true standing. Those who fail to recognize their free national name when they're asked for it are considered undesirables, which is why you see so many misabuses and mistreatments of our people on a global scale. It's because they have no true nationality. They have no true identifier. They're subject to privileges instead of rights. You know, the Prophet Noble Ali teaches us that since the Constitution has never changed, there's no need for the application of the 14th or 15th Amendment for the salvation of our people as citizens. The 14th Amendment is what granted the so-called black man or so-called Negro at that time citizenship in this country. The 15th Amendment gave him so-called voting privileges. However, if these things were guaranteed by the Constitution already, which was written for all free national beings, then why did we come later on down the line with these 14th, 15th Amendments? Because they're not rights, they're simply privileges. And we know that anything that's been given to you can also be taken from you. So the key factor today, I know it seems a bit absurd because we enjoy so many privileges in this day and time. For the most part, some of us are living rather comfortably. We have many of our people who are productive, but still without a nationality. We have to understand it's not money that makes a man. It's free national standards that makes a man and a nation.